What's up, everybody? So we are traveling on I-40 and we are heading to Chattanooga from Buffalo, Tennessee, and I haven't had a chance to get on here and do Beth's interview with what she thought about her trip to Ohio, her first long distance trip to Ohio, where we rode, it was over 1,000 miles both ways. So she's gonna give us a little experience on what she thought about the Triple Nickel and the ride up to Ohio and the ride back from Ohio and all that good stuff. So we figured it'd be easier to do it while we're traveling, and maybe time will go by faster because we have 185 miles left to go to Chattanooga, 2 hours and 50 minutes. So I think we can get this accomplished. So I'm going to turn over the video to Beth. I hear you calling.
Especially that song. Just a little bit of background for those of you that haven't listened before. By the way, I'm driving, so that's why I can't look at the camera. But my longest trip before the Ohio trip was 200 and some miles. And I hadn't been on a bike in 40 some years, so getting back on a bike, even though I have a trike, getting back on a motorcycle and learning how to ride again, especially up in the mountains, which I had not driven in really before, was a little intimidating at first, but I did take the safety course, and that helped out a lot. And Sean took his time with taking me to different places, large parking lots, and just around town a little bit, and then on the interstate for 3 miles, and then the 200 and some mile trip. So I kind of worked my way up to the Ohio trip. Gotta say, in all honesty, I was very, very nervous about it. And I think I kind of worked my nerves up a little bit thinking about it and trying to talk myself into making sure that I was keeping up with everybody, because I didn't want to hold anybody back. There were 5 bikes, and so I didn't want to hold anybody back. So that was a part of it too. I wanted to be a courteous driver. But you know what? Once we got started, it was amazing. And when we got into, I think it was West Virginia, we started getting on some really, really curvy roads, and worked myself up a little bit, but I pretty much, I fell behind several times, but Sean stayed behind me to watch me and make sure that I was okay and that nobody was flying up on me or anything. So he was kind of my rearview mirrors, even though I was trying to watch my mirrors too. We went through some really, really, really curvy places, some beautiful places, gorgeous views, and then we got to this little town, like a little stop area, only to discover that we had done part of the Back of the Dragon, which really boosted my confidence, because I realized I did something that I didn't know I was doing, and that turned out to be fabulous. So after we did that, we stayed in West Virginia. I can't remember the town, but it was in a town in northwest Virginia, and we stayed there for the night. But my confidence was really up at that point, and then we headed out the next morning to do the Triple Nickel, and it was like a huge roller coaster for motorcycles. It was fabulous. I really want to do it again at some point. If I go to 2 wheels again, that'll be a whole new experience for me to record. I had some difficulty with curves, even though I had practiced it in class, and living in the mountains, we have curves up here, but I was so used to doing it very slowly at my speed, which is what you should do, by the way, that I was a little bit slow for all these experienced riders I was with. But everyone on the trip kept saying, "Beth, ride your ride, don't worry about it, we'll wait on you." And so that's what I did. And with curves, I guess we were maybe, Sean, would you say halfway through when he started helping me and talking me through it. We had our Cena headsets, so we were talking with each other, and he started talking me through the curves a little bit better. He could see what I was doing, and he'd say, okay, now you need to go, inside, and stay here, okay, move to the outside. And that helped tremendously. And he did that maybe for 10 minutes or so. And then I started talking myself through it and saying what he had been saying to me. And it helped tremendously. I was able to stay up with the group for the most part after that. And again, another confidence booster. It's just baby steps the whole way. And I encourage that, because now I have confidence to do a lot more. I'm still very, very cautious, which I should be, but I have a lot more confidence after that trip. Then we headed home, and most of the trip home was more highway. We got on I-26, I believe in Tennessee or Virginia, somewhere around there, and rode 26 all the way back towards the house. And I was leading, and the interstate was fine. So not only did I get experience on the curvy roads and the mountainous roads and the up and the down and going up to the top of a hill and not being able to see where I was going on the other side until I got to the top, but also a whole lot of curves. And then the interstate and leading on the interstate and being able to switch back and forth on lanes. Again, it was a fabulous trip, because I've realized that I have some skills built up, and I'll continue to build those skills, and I look forward to doing it.